Hey guys, good morning. How are you? I never do a live this early on a Monday morning, but anyway, I guess I felt really inspired and called and pumped about life, so that's why I wanted to do this. But um, I was really excited. I don't know about you guys. I slept really amazing last night, and I was listening to these like frequencies, and it always like really calms my mind. But I wanted to come on because I just did an amazing podcast episode. For those of you who don't know, the Colleen Gallagher podcast, we do a brand new episode every single Monday. It goes live. Um, it's supposed to be at 9 a.m. because I've committed to 52 weeks of this, and we're almost halfway through. But my schedule's getting so busy that I can't always commit to right at 9 a.m. So anyway, I hope you listen to the Colleen Gallagher podcast. This one was epic. We was episode 87, and it was all about how to grow a social media following, how to become a best-selling author, how my podcast is a top 1,000 podcast globally, like not just in the U.S., like globally, which is so amazing. And you guys just make me feel so loved when that happens, and I love that so many of you tune in. So anyway, good morning. When you join, say hello. When you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. Let me know that you're here, you're joining. I love interacting with you guys. And so I wanted to come on and just start the week off together really strong. So one of my practices I do every week is I have my journal. I'll grab it for you. I have to get a new journal actually because it's almost done. But I have this bright pink sparkly journal. And what I do with this journal is I wake up, every morning and throughout the day, and I write, what is it? What is my intention this week? So I'll put my intention. And so this week, my intention was to be present, to be focused. And then from that, I write down like the things that I need to do or the things that I'm excited about. And then from there, I obviously get up and I do my podcast interview or my podcast, which is amazing, and get things going. But I wanted to share with each of you, like whatever it is that you start your week with. If you start it like kind of like, ugh, I don't want to be here. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Obviously, that's not a good way to start your week or your day. So if that happens, you just feel like, ugh, this life feels challenging and it feels hard and it feels frustrating. I think the best thing to do is always just say something you're grateful for. So whether that's you're grateful for your bed, you're grateful for your friendships, you're grateful for having Facebook to listen to something like this that can inspire you and make you happy. But you want to begin to really look at what you can do to get yourself in your morning and your week off to a great start. And so, as you guys know, something I shared yesterday, if you hadn't seen, we were a top 8,000 book in self-help and spirituality on Saturday. And then yesterday we went to a top 3,000 book. We dropped 5,000 spots in 24 hours. And so anyway, I wanted to make sure another great way to start your week is to have something that you're reading, have something that you're listening to throughout the week. So, on my podcast, I talk about this. So you want to have a consistent, reliable, and certain habits where you are taking time for yourself, where you feel like you are being seen, you are being held, and you also are producing something. You're also creating something from your heart. Because when that happens, you're creating what's it called? Like you're creating a life out of happiness instead of out of just mundane tasks you feel like are never ending and they're never just going to end. And now you're so sad because you're doing all these things you don't want to do. So if tuning into this makes you happy, I'd make sure I listen to one Colin Gallagher live every day because I have thousands of them. I also would recommend, having a good book, having a good podcast, like beginning to change the things that you're listening to, the things that you are putting yourself around so you can be happy and you can be excited. Because that really just changes everything, especially the start to your week. It's like you've got to take responsibility to be the active participant in your life where you change your state, you change your frequency. And no one's going to do that for you. Like that's the work of the soul. That's the work of your heart. That's the work of your life, is you choosing to actively create momentum towards a life you want instead of just settling for a life that you have. So anyway, it would mean the world to me if you guys buy my book, Live Your Truth. I know we went from 8,000 to 3,000. I think it'd be great if we can do a top 100 book by the end of the month, which I think we can. And remember, when you buy the book, and I left the link in the comments, wow, my mind, obviously on a Monday morning. When you click the link in the comments and you get the book, please send me a screenshot of it. And we are able from that point to, once you send us a screenshot, we're able to include you in the free virtual book talk that's going to be on February 2nd. There's 2 of you on here and I say the 2nd. So Yeah, and this is just an incredible journey because that's another thing, like getting yourself consistently, reliably, and predictably in environments that you're going to thrive. Like getting yourself around people who want you to win, getting yourself around people who have new ideas, who are also transforming their life. Like you've got to get yourself in those environments. And so, anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing is for those of you this week, if one of your goals in 2022 was to write a book, or it's been a goal of yours for a long time and you've been procrastinating on it because everything under the sun comes in the way of whatever that it is, um, I have my How to Write, Publish, and Monetize Your Book course. And this is a really amazing course I did my first year in business. And I have it on 67% sale right now. So if you're someone who's like, oh, okay, I've thought about writing, I've thought about traveling the world, I've thought about impacting people, like these are all thoughts that you've had, but you haven't yet quite done it. This course is 67% off from what it usually is on my website until January 21st. And also with the 67% off, you get 2 live Q&As with me. So it's different than something like this. Well, I guess you guys could ask me questions on here and I would always answer them if you did want to do that. Um, but this is like a really intimate setting where you're listening to content that I've shared of how I've written 3 books in 3 years and my fourth book this year. Like how I've done that. And this this is the program, this is the experience. If you want to know how to publish for self-publishing, you want to know how to monetize whatever your creative endeavor is, this is for you. Even if it's not a book that's your creative endeavor, it's just like something. And this is so funny. Look at, oh my God, if you guys see this, my little what's it called? Marketing image matches my nails. How funny is that when I had these nails done yesterday and this was a marketing image that was done a year ago? That is hilarious. I love that. I love when things like sync up like that. The colors never lie. The colors are always speaking to us. So anyway, make sure to enroll in that. And then the other thing I just wanted to say, I didn't want to make this a super long live, but I wanted to share you are the creator of your reality. So for an example, when I decided I wanted to travel the world, right? Um, I remember I would sit in front of a camera for hours. I mean, hours. I had my Canon 80D camera and I would put it in front of me and I would sit on a couch just like this and I'd be like, hi everyone, my name is Colleen Gallagher and I am the love girl and I really want to impact the world with love. Like this was literally, and I'd be like, and I'm so excited that you're here. And I would be like, literally like, yes. And then I would like, okay, look at it. I would delete the video and then I would come back on and be like, oh, okay, I've got to retry it again. And then once I got a video that I just spent 2 hours on, like literally 2 hours on one video, I would then upload it and I'd be like, oh, what is everyone going to say? Oh my God. And then I would get like no comments or like 2 views. And I would be like, I just spent 2 hours on this. And like now those videos have like thousands of views, or I mean, at least a few hundred. Um, I know one of my larger videos has like 50,000 views or something like that. And that's on anxiety relief. So, my point in sharing this with you is that you just need to start somewhere. Have your intention this week to start somewhere, to grow somewhere, to excel somewhere, to start the lifestyle business, to grow the lifestyle business, to grow a community. Have it be somewhere that's exciting, that's expansive, and that makes you just super proud of you. So, anyway, I hope this serves. I love you. Make sure to buy the book. The link is in the comments. And also, if you want to write a book, make sure to get enrolled in that. And stay tuned because we have so many exciting announcements coming this year. It just gets me so excited. So, anyway, I love you. Have a beautiful moment in time, a beautiful start to your week, and talk soon.